it safe yet? This is just an airsoft gun. Hold on, let me get more comfortable. Alright. Now, it's been a while since I made one of these videos. Since the last upload of my VTuber tier list, a lot of drama happened in the VTuber community. It's kind of crazy. You know, all the Cinder stuff happened, then there was some Doki Bird stuff, the stuff with Kirsch, and then Gar graduated, and just, you know, I took a break. I took a break from all the VTuber things. I just thought that maybe I shouldn't make these videos right now, you know. But as soon as I started researching this video, the Bishoujo drama happened. Am I cursed? Am I the reason why all this stuff's happening? But anyway, we're going to be talking about our VTubers again, about the only thing that matters. How well they would do in a fight against each other. Now, today we got 15 VTubers, and I'm about to tell you 100% definitive, there's no other way that this is how things will work out. Now, if I've missed something or you're just angry at me, leave a comment so I could, you know, learn or whatever. You'll feel better about yourself. You know, it's fine. But anyway, let's get right into the tier list. So first we have Bao. Bao is a whale god. There's not a whole lot. Like, there used to be a lore video up, but I tried to watch it and now it's privated, so you can't even see the original lore video. However, there's a new video for her gamer subs flavor, and it's like the Bao berry one. And in that video, she is scared of going into a forest, and, you know, she's scared of a giant blueberry, a blueberry that looks like her, and she runs away from it. So there's not a whole lot. So just from that, like, you're kind of weak. You know, there's nothing you can really do, and just because you're a god, I'm gonna put you up in D tier. But again, I don't know if you could do anything else. So next up is Demi, and with Demi, I found even less. Her OG debut stream, I couldn't even find that. You know, like I didn't even know what she was. Like, I look at her, she's got a tail. I don't know if she's a squirrel or raccoon or some sort of chipmunk. I know chipmunks don't have that large tails, but you know, some sort of rodent. Since there's literally nothing there, I'm gonna have to put you in F tier, bud. Sorry. Now, next up is Juniper. And Juniper has a lot of things written down, you know. Her code name is Project Actias, so that's why it'll say Juniper Actias. She's a moth humanoid hybrid. I don't know if this is still canon, because like she's gone over a few different models, but from when I was researching, it says that she was created by Loon Genetic Research Facility. She's got multiple arms, she could eat human flesh, she could turn invisible, she could fly, you know, obviously because she's a moth, and she could secrete goop that makes her extremely slippery. She's also got this super form called Apostle Form. The strongest version can only be taken from the planet Enak. I heard that in a video. Like, that's me taking that from a video. I couldn't find anything based on that, but she does have a form called Apostle Form, and I did find that. She can shoot lasers, and the lasers can cut through steel. Again, that's also from the video that I saw about Juniper. Again, there was no proof of that, and I also couldn't find that on the wiki, so I guess take that with a grain of salt. Just because, you know, she's got a lot of things that she could do, I'm gonna put her in B tier. So next up we got Porcelainmaid, or Joel. Now, Porcelainmaid is a guy whose soul possessed the body of a porcelain doll. Like, he went to go buy stuff from a store and he just woke up in the body. And again, his name is Joel. He could take his head off, so I mean, that's a plus. I don't know if his other body parts, if like, let's say you just put him all in a box, like, he'll be fine. He could kick open doors, so he still has force in his movements and stuff like that. You know, it's not like, let's say you threw your Woody doll at the fucking door, you know, it's not gonna barely move. But that's all I can really do with that. I mean, the fact that he could be disassembled is pretty cool. I don't know how durable he is and stuff like that, so I'm gonna have to put him in D. So next up is Buffpup. And Buffpup is from... Buffpup is from... God, it's such a hard thing to fucking say. Buffpup is from a place called Morningwood. Spelled like mourning, like somebody dies, you're mourning them. She was born in the dark woods, and then she lives by the biggest tree in the green area, like the separate, nicer woods. She's defended herself since she was born. She's very well built and pretty strong. Later on, she gets possessed by some toxic waste goop from Eye Candy's factories, and you know, it kind of corrupts her. I don't know what it does for her. I don't know if it gives her a buff or anything. And I mean, she's very well built. She's strong. She's just a strong furry. That's all I could say. So I'm gonna put her in C tier. Next up, we have Giwi. Now, Giwi was a parasitic worm from hell who had some business in Los Angeles or whatever. So she gets up from a hole that's from hell, you know, it's on the bottom of the ocean, and she infects a fish. And then while she was a fish, she got fished, and the fish got turned into gas station sushi. So then a human ate the gas station sushi, and now she possesses that body. She's got a big mouth on her stomach. That's really it. You know, I'm sure if the main body was destroyed or something like that, she could just hop ship to another body. I'm not exactly sure if she could possess people by crawling into them, because specifically she had to be eaten by a human. You know, like, that's kind of scary. Also, I'm not really sure how strong the jaw on the stomach is. I don't know if she's fast. I don't know if she could, you know, punch through walls. Again, it is just basically a dead human body. Because of that, I'm just gonna have to put you in D tier. So next up is Fallenshadow, or Shondo as people call her. She was a formless creature. She looked like a blob. She lived for thousands of years. Then she took forms of animals that it consumed, and eventually she ate a child and she took its form. The creature continued to, you know, eat people, and it decided to eat bad people. You know, a little vigilante stuff. And then there was a little girl whose sister was dying, and she was like, please save my sister, you know, I'll let you eat me. So then she ate the kid but saved the sister. Now that's why she looks this particular way. She looks like a little girl because, you know, takes forms. She's like a Cthulhu monster kind of thing. I mean, she's a blob, but she's also, when she's possessed stuff or she's attacking, she's got these tentacles and things like that, and they all got mouths, and, you know, very, very spooky. She's also tried to, you know, end her life and stuff like that during different ways, but it didn't kill her. But she's still alive. Again, she's lived for thousands of years and stuff like that. She's killed people, you know. Those are feats. Like, I don't know if she could fight somebody. Like, let's say if she was fighting, I don't know, Deku, other than a sneak attack, like, let's say he was actually prepared and fought this beast, could he fight Shondo? Again, I don't know, but she's lived for a very long time. She has killed multiple people, and she's really resistant. She's resistant to, like, knives and stuff like that. So I think for what we have right now, I'm gonna put her in B. So next up, we have Spite. Now, Spite was created from the god Hecate from a claw from Cerberus, because Cerberus wanted a kid. So Hecate was like, oh sure, why not, I'll make you a kid. And then while she was making it, a piece of her hair falls in, and then boom, now that's Spite. Now Spite's a witch because Hecate's a witch. Well, I guess, you know, she's a god of magical power and stuff like that. And she's 9 feet tall. That's what I said in her little video, like the VTuber ones, when they say stuff, they answer questions in the song. So essentially, she's a demigod, basically, child of Cerberus, but also, you know, Hecate. Just because of that, like, I'm also gonna put her in B tier. I'm gonna put her above Shondo, and I think she works fine right there. Next up, we got Sanagi Yuzu, and Sanagi Yuzu is another moth person, and she was caught by humans and forced to produce string or silk, I guess, because, you know, there's silkworms and stuff like that. She was escaped by some hooded guy. She became a shrine maiden, and she guides spirits. And she's a pretty peaceful person, but one time an army came, and then they, like, started killing all the spirits and stuff like that. So she got, like, very mad. She absorbed all the life force from all the dying spirits to, like, awaken a form. It's the sun form. I had to watch her break down the lore video, because she technically says that she scared the humans away, she drove them away. And I thought, like, just from watching the video, I thought she killed the army. So technically, maybe she could have, you know, maybe she could have killed the whole army, but she didn't. She scared them away. I mean, that's pretty strong. I'm gonna put her in A tier just from the possibility of how strong she could be, you know. But again, you know, I can't prove it. I can't prove that she would have killed that whole army, but they were scared. Next up, we got Rainhoe. So Rainhoe is basically from the future. Her world is controlled by a corporation called Megacorp, and basically Megacorp created time travel, so that way that they could like own everything in time, I guess. But the workers there were, you know, they're people, so they eventually brought out these brain chips, and they're there so that way they could take away everybody's emotions, so that way they could just work all the time without having issues with anything else and just being happy and stuff like that. But Rainhoe is one of the people left who don't have the brain chips in them, so she still has human emotions, stuff like that. So she's basically kind of like Sarah Connors, I guess, you know. And from my previous video, she's kind of like Sarui, even though Sarui is actually augmented, which technically Rainhoe's augmented, but she's mostly human. Like the only thing that she has are these optical implants that like her little robot buddy like hacked, and then she could use those. I don't know if she has that ability normally. I don't know if she herself could just look at someone and hack it, because the buddy had to help do that specifically. But she has that, so I guess if she has the ability to hack something, she could activate it with her eye implants. There's also a scene of her dodging lasers from the robots as she's sneaking in the facility, but this isn't like a light speed feat or anything. Like it looks like she's aim dodging, or they're just really shit at aiming. Yeah, so I'm not counting that as like a speed feat or anything like that. Maybe reaction, I guess, but like again, aim dodging. Right now, I'm gonna put her in E tier again because she's just a normal person basically. So next up, we got Akuma Nihmune. Now, Nihmune is half human and half demon, and also half cat. She's come from hell. She escaped from with some other guy. At least that's what it says on the wiki. Like there's another VTuber that helped her get out. While she was escaping from hell, she rescued all of these Noombas. These little guys right here, and she kind of takes care of them. She lives in an alley. She could transform by saying Raggle Fraggle. Also, because she's a demon, I guess she could store her negative energy and like sometimes knock stuff down. Like there's a scene of her here knocking down a couple of shelves with the negative energy. She did defeat the Demon Lord. I don't remember if she said it was Satan. It was a Demon Lord though. But her Satan's kind of a bitch. Like she just kind of bopped him on the head. Didn't even kill him or anything. It was just like a bop, a little bump on his head, and he was like, "Ow, what the hell?" So that's not a huge feat, you know. Like I could do that, but I'm sure because she's a demon, like there's probably some level of resistance to normal attacks and things like that, whatever. And she could clone herself. Really, it's because of the showing of Satan in her lore that I could really only put her in C tier. Like I think she's stronger than all these other people, but again, you can't prove it. Next up, we have Trickywi, or Nephasis, or Nephasis? Nifsis? Anyway, she's an Egyptian harpy dragon thing. This is according to the wiki. I try to look for like lore page or anything like that. I did see her debut stream where there's, you know, little bullet points and stuff like that. But the wiki did say that she caused widespread destruction and could shift the time of day. I don't know what that even means. I mean, that sounds strong. The wiki mentions that she stole a cursed relic and lost control of her powers after that. And then that's why they had to get an army, and then they had to take her out. I think because of that, I'm going to put her in A over Yuzu, because I mean she did lose to an army, but there was more supernatural things involved in hers, whereas the other guys were just, you know, soldiers with spears and shields. Yeah, I mean the fact that she could cause that much destruction, why not? Now next up is Snuffy. Now I think I couldn't find anything lore wise from her specifically. Like I've looked up on YouTube and stuff like that, and I went to the wiki, and all it really says, you know, that she's the avatar Decay, and that's all I could really get. but I really do think that she's strong. Like, here, I'm gonna put her in S tier right now, just because back in the other videos I mentioned that she had beef with Vebe. Like, this is back when Vebe was in Shoujo, and it's the whole lore video where she's the succubus and then she becomes the sky god thing, or the sky dragon. And when she's unknowingly using her powers and stuff like that, Snuffy comes at Vebe and is like, bro, like, fuck off, like, stop doing the shit. So I think because she can go up to a pretty destructive person like that, like, she's scared off by Silverveil, or at least she's deterred by Silverveil. I don't know if maybe she would have beat with Silverveil. I don't know. I can't prove anything other than that, you know, she obviously has some sort of power to fight these level people right here. I'm gonna have to. This is very much a trust me, bro moment, but, like, you know, out of all the other people, she's probably stronger than all them, you know. So yeah, that's fine. Now, next up is Kenji, or, you know, Son Kenji, and he's based off of, you know, Sun Wukong, but I couldn't find any lore. I mean, there's like a meme video where it was only 20 seconds long, and it was technically an animation made by a fan, so I couldn't find the stream where he was talking about that stuff. But I mean, it was just like, you know, I'm from a village, nobody loved me, and so, like, so obviously it was a joke, things like that. And it wasn't official, like Kenji didn't make it himself. I'm gonna put him above Rainhoe simply because of his design. Like, obviously he's a monkey. I don't know, bro. Just gonna shove him an E. Sorry, boss. Now, last we have CottontailVA. Now, Cottontail is pretty strong. She is a queen of a kingdom. I couldn't look up the name or anything like that. It didn't say on the wiki either. And I had to find that out. It didn't even say on the wiki that she was a queen. I had to find that out by just watching the lore videos. But she died or whatever, and then she didn't die. Like, that's how she morphed into, like, the weird succubus thing. I don't want to say weird, but, you know, she morphed into the succubus form where she's all purple and things like that instead of the other one. And I did see that she defeated a dragon, and the wiki says that she's claimed. I remember during the lore video they said something about the 7 sins, and, like, the wiki says that she's claimed, or she's trying to claim the 7 deadly sins. So I guess just putting those two together, that, like, I guess with each sin she gets more powerful. The wiki also stated that right now she has lust, pride, and wrath. So she's probably cracked. She can probably beat a lot of these people on this list. So I'm gonna put her in S tier, behind Snuffy though. I know it says that, you know, she defied death, and Snuffy is death, but like, if they were to brawl, like, who would come out on top? So anyway, thanks for watching. This is the full list. You know, have a good look at it. I'm gonna be taking a break from these Powerscaling videos for a bit. They were pretty fun to make, but I just want to work on some of the projects right now. Like, I got a couple things going on. There was a comment mentioning Mythos, and, you know, they said, hey, can you do the Mythos VTubers? But, like, they're all Greek gods, and I just assume that, you know, they're if you look up lore for the Greek mythology, you know, like, that's probably everything right there. I've been active on my second channel a lot. You know, I've been doing reaction videos, and I've been having little fun Discord videos with my friends, stuff like that. There's also some gaming stuff there too, and, you know, I'd appreciate it if you were to check that stuff out. That'd be pretty cool. I also have a reaction channel, which it only has 4 videos right now, and it's been a while since I uploaded on them. It's Ven Inside with my buddy Vtubers, and it's not a dead channel. It's not a dead channel. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get some stuff done. Look forward to that. I was also thinking about maybe remaking some of my older videos, because the mic quality is pretty bad. Like, I just kind of did shit with that stuff. On the main channel, I'm gonna be probably making a One Piece video. You know, I love One Piece, and it's been on my mind lately, so I'm gonna do something fun with that. And a new Bros Yapping video. What's it gonna be about? Who knows, but currently right now it's in the works. I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, you know, more reactions coming, more group videos, you know, maybe a random stream here and there. So, you know, go follow me on Twitch, maybe. I don't know, that'd be fun. Like, comment, and subscribe. you know, follow me on Twitter or X. I actually don't do much on there other than post the videos, but yeah, it would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll get more active if more people check me out. Just thanks for watching. I appreciate it a lot. If you're a VTuber watching this and I put you low, I mean, tough luck, dog. Think better. Maybe you should have thought about if you were gonna fight somebody, huh? Maybe you should have put that in your lore, huh? But yeah, you know, I'm just having fun here. I know I'm not gonna be making a Powerscaling video in a while, but just leave maybe more VTubers you would want me to talk about in the future. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.